Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about some great deals that I have found that I believe are going to be on sale during the Amazon Prime Days, which run from July 8th through to July 11th. This is my first time really studying the sale beforehand and covering it. I'm not really sure if all the things that I'm going to talk about are on sale, but these are some of my favorite things that I love, and also some things that are in my cart ready to go in case they are on sale. So some things that I'm going to be showing you, I do believe the price that I'm showing you is correct, and everything is based on the .com website. For those of us in Canada, I'm not sure if it works that we get it the exact same price, probably not, but I do hope that we do get the same things on sale. So what I recommend doing is just if you see something you like, put it in your cart, and you'll know during those 4 days whether or not it will come on sale, because they usually put a little notice at the top of your page whenever you log in saying that such and such an item has changed price since you last added it to your cart. That's how I shop Amazon. They always have lightning deals. They always have sales on. And that's what I like to do, is I just put things that I know that I'm going to want to buy in the future in my cart. And, fingers crossed, they do come on sale. So if you aren't an Amazon Prime member, I really encourage you to join. I've been a Prime member now for at least 5 years. And these are some of the perks that you do get. You get fast free delivery, Prime Day deals, unlimited streaming, photo storage, music, gaming. There are some other things that you get perks as well. I think like discounts on gas and things like that. I basically use it for my shopping, and we watch probably 80% of the shows that we watch are on Amazon Prime. And you just pay either monthly. I like to pay an annual membership. I think you get a little bit of a discount, but it works out to between $10 and $15 a month. And like I said, most of the time 80% of the things we're watching are on Amazon Prime. So I'll put links for both the US and Canada. And if you're watching me from another country, I do believe that if you click on the US link, it should automatically open to your country. So I've divided things into categories, and the first category I want to talk about is kitchen and household. I have had this little vegetable chopper for a couple of years, and I love it. It is so easy now to chop onions. I've also chopped tomatoes with it, like to make bruschetta. It comes with different size grates to, cut the onions or the tomatoes into different sizes. But do be careful, because these blades are extremely sharp. And it comes with a little wire brush that you can use to clean the squares out. But I love this thing, and I think everybody with a kitchen should own this. Now, this is showing that it will be on sale on the US website, and if it's on sale in Canada, I think I may go ahead and buy it, and it is the Emerald Lagasse Extra Large French Door Oven Fryer Toaster Oven Combo. I have owned a toaster oven in the past, and it's great if you are only cooking for 1 or 2 people. I don't have an air fryer, and I'm kind of on the fence whether or not I would use one. But I did see this one, and I thought, I really like how it opens up and has the French doors, and Emerald Lagasse products are very well made. So this is showing that it's going to be 15% off during Prime. So fingers crossed I can get it on sale as well. If you own this particular air fryer / toaster oven combo, can you drop us a comment and let us know if it's worth the money? This is a recent find for me, and I have to tell you, I do love them. So I have the cleaning tablets for both the washer and the dishwasher, and I'm trying to get in the habit of using it at least once a month. I think that they recommend maybe twice a month for the dishwasher, but they're great. You just follow the directions on the package, you put the tablet in and let the machine do its work, and it really does clean the machine, and your machine is nice and fresh after using it. So I do believe these are going to be on sale during the Prime Day deals. Now, I'm really hoping that this one is on sale in Canada, because I want it. It's going to make my life easier, because we have a glass shower with ceramic tiles, and it can be a real pain in the butt to clean. And I saw this and I thought this would make life so much easier, and it's actually showing that it's 42% off, what a savings. So it's an electric spin scrubber, and you can use it for in the bathroom, to do your tiles. You can do it to wash the floor. Comes with a bunch of different head attachments. And I think that this would be so much easier than, having to use my elbow grease and get in there and scrub things. So if I can get this on sale, I'm going to buy it, and I'll be sure to let you know how it works. And if any of you have something similar to this, let me know if you think it's worth my money. I saw this set of 4 collapsible silicone funnels, and they're showing that they're like $5.38. Who can't use a funnel? I know I have one in my kitchen, but lots of times my husband is looking for a funnel, for stuff, maybe to put gas in the lawnmower or whatever. So I think I might buy these and give him his own funnel. And just so you know, we don't use the kitchen funnel for the gas. Don't worry about it. So that's why I think these would be handy. Plus they're collapsible, so they're not going to take up a lot of space. And the colors look really fun. And like, how can you go wrong? It's $5. So I think that these are going to become an addition to my kitchen. Every kitchen should have a digital meat thermometer in their kitchen drawer. I bought this because I don't like barbecuing, and I always used to cut my steak or my hamburger patty in half to see if it was cooked. And that's one of the worst things you can do, because then you lose all of the juice coming out of the meat and it just dries it up like old shoe leather. So I have had one of these now for years. I love it. I even use it whenever I'm cooking, chicken or a roast beef in my oven during the winter time. And it's made life so much easier. So you just poke the meat that you're cooking with the stainless steel probe. It gives you a temperature reading instantly. Follow the directions. It comes with a little guide telling you, what temperature your meat should be when it's safe to eat. And then whenever it's time to clean it, do not immerse the whole thing into the water. Just use some hot soapy water to clean the probe, and then dry it, fold it up, and then put it back in your kitchen drawer. I don't think there's very many days during the year that I don't use this gadget. It's just perfect. And it's also handy, say, if you're making muffins or a cake, you know how you need to poke things to see if they're cooked. I just use the probe as my poker. I don't bother reading the temperature. I just want to see if the probe comes out clean. So for the price of this, it's a steal. It makes a great little gift, if you're thinking ahead for Christmas. This would make a great stocking stuffer for anybody. Now, I told you at the beginning that I have that vegetable chopper, which I do use for my onions, but I also have this other gadget that I love. Say I want to make rings for my onions if we're having burgers. You just pierce the onion with this little, it's called a stainless steel tomato slicer, and it's good for potatoes, avocados, eggs, fruit, meat, anything. And you just poke your onion or your tomato with one hand, and then you have your knife in your other hand, and you just cut between each little prong, and then you're going to get nice size slices. It's a really handy little gadget. I could not live without my crock pot, especially in the fall and winter time. That's how I like doing my roast of beef. I put it on low, cook it for 8 hours, and literally when I take it out of my crock pot, I don't have to cut it. It just falls apart. I love cooking my meat in the crock pot, and it's also great in the summer, when it's really hot out. You don't want your oven on. A crock pot is great, because you just put the stuff in and then you walk away and you come back whenever it's time to eat. So I wanted to mention this because I did find this one it's going to be on sale. And I think that this is a great price, but also a great brand. And I actually have 2 crock pots. So I would not be without my crock pot. If you follow my other videos, you know that I like to make myself a smoothie that is high in protein. And I was so sad when my Magic Bullet died. I have had that thing forever, but it just croaked on me about a year ago. So I saw it on sale here, and I wanted to bring it to your attention in case you've been looking for one. This is a great deal. And this is great, for making green smoothies or protein smoothies if you don't want to have a Vitamix or something. So yeah, pick yourself up a magic bullet. It's so handy, and you can even make like salad dressing in it. It's just, you're going to use it so many different ways. Now, I've had a Vitamix for many, many years. Mine is old, so I think this is the updated version of the one that I own. And you can make soup in it. I haven't done that, but literally you can have soup within, I think, 10 or 15 minutes. And I use mine solely for making smoothies. And it's so easy to clean. The way you clean it is after you've dumped your smoothie out, you just put some Dawn dish soap in, some hot water, fill it about a third of the way up, put the lid on, run it for about a minute on its stand, rinse it out, and that's it. It's so, so easy to clean. But the trick is clean it immediately after you are finished, because if you let stuff, get dry and cakey, it might not clean that easily. But yeah, I love my Vitamix, and it's on sale during Prime Days. I did want to mention this KitchenAid stand mixer. I'm not sure if it's going to be on sale, but I thought I'd mention it anyways. I use mine. I'm not a big baker, but I'll use them, say, if I'm making chocolate chip cookies. But I use mine mainly when I'm making my dad's meat dressing, like for the holidays, because he used to make it with like a crank grinder, but I found like a meat grinder attachment that I can put onto my KitchenAid. And that little nub you see sticking out, that's for different attachments. If you want to make your own pasta, you can buy an attachment for that. So I just attach my meat grinder to there, and literally I can make my dad's dressing in probably 15 minutes, whereas in the past we would have had to crank it by hand. Probably would have taken at least an hour. So to me, it's worth the money, very easy to clean. And like I said, if you're a baker, you should really have like a KitchenAid mixer, because they really are worth the money. They are a workhorse. And mine is red. If you can get them in fun colors, I know different places. But yeah, it looks really nice sitting on your kitchen counter if you have the space. I don't drink coffee or tea, but I saw this espresso machine and I thought, wow, this really looks nice, and this would look really nice sitting on a kitchen counter. And it's 27% off. So if you've been looking for one, you might want to look at this one. I have owned some Breville appliances in the past, and they really are a good brand. And I'm not sure if this is a good deal for like an espresso machine, but it probably is, because I can imagine if you go to like a coffee shop to get an espresso, the thing would probably pay for itself within a year. But I have no idea what coffee costs, but I have heard it can get expensive. I'm a Dyson person. I have 2 Dyson vacuums, and I have 2 Dyson hair appliances that we're going to talk about in a bit. The first one, we love this cordless vacuum. It lives in our basement, and it's just so easy to pull out and do a quick vacuum. Literally, it's great to have because it picks up Buddy's cat hair off the area rug in our family room. It's on sale. They're just great vacuums. What can I say? Like, who can get excited about a vacuum? But the Dyson ones, they really are great. So if you enjoy vacuuming, this one is showing it's 36% off. And that's a really good deal. And I also have a robot vacuum that we have upstairs, and I love it. Mine is probably, it's 5 years old now. I bought it when we moved into this house. But I saw this one. It's by the brand Shark, and it's showing it's 50% off. I don't ever remember seeing a robot vacuum, 50% off. So this is a good deal, and actually, maybe I'll upgrade ours if I can get it at 50% off, because they are a really great thing to have. They are noisy, at least mine is. So I usually, set it to go whenever we're in the basement watching TV, or if I'm going out to get groceries or whatever. And then I come home and my floors are nice and clean. So if you hate vacuuming as much as I do, these robotic vacuum cleaners do a great job, and you can get some of them. They even wash your floor. And we have engineered hardwood and ceramic tile, no issues whatsoever. Mine doesn't wash the floor. I wish that it did. I gotta wash the floor, but at least it vacuums and it does a good job. So now we're gonna talk about some health and beauty items. I love these Neutrogena makeup wipes. I use them whenever I'm traveling. You can get them like in individual pouches, because if we travel carry-on only, you have to be mindful of your liquids. I don't think this would count as a liquid, but I do believe that these come in one big pouch that is resealable. But my goodness, this is a good deal. So you're getting 2 packs of 25 for $9.79. So pick up one of these. They are absolutely great to have. I like to do a double cleanse when I take my makeup off. So I'll use, say, one of these, and then I'll use like my cleanser, or I'll use a cleansing oil. But the thing that I like about these, they have like one side has like little nubs on it, and the other side is just like smooth. And I'm wondering, why is it made like that? And then it dawned on me, well, the part with the little raised bumps is good for like when you first put it on your face, like to scrub and, loosen up things. And then you can go over with the soft side and just wipe up anything that might still be there. I have been using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gentle Exfoliating Daily Facial Cleanser with Hyaluronic Acid for years. This is a good deal. You get 3 of them for $29.37. I'm going to pick some of these up because this lives in my shower. I use it every night. I love it so much, I even will take it with me on vacation. I cannot be without it because I just love how it feels. It doesn't have those micro beads that are made out of plastic. It's bad for the environment. I don't know what is in it, but it really helps to make my face feel refreshed and clean. So that, like I said, this lives in my shower. I use it every night, will not be without it. Great price, and it does what it says it's gonna do. I love BK Beauty brushes. They are a company founded by another beauty YouTuber, Lisa J at Lisa J Makeup. And her brushes are just outstanding. And they are going to be 20% off during Prime Days, but that's only in the US. I emailed them just to clarify, and apparently it's only US. So I just thought I would tell you about some of my favorite brushes. This is the brush that I use whenever I want to put my foundation on. It really works great on mature skin. This is also another favorite. It is the 104. I believe this is for powder blush. I use my brushes for multiple things, but I love this one. I use it all the time. I also love the Angie Hot and Flashy brush set. If you are mature and have mature skin, Angie's brushes are the best. And I wanted to show you this. I'm missing some because they're dirty. They need to be cleaned. But this is another Angie Hot and Flashy brush set. This is for travel. It comes with this cute travel bag. And I forget how many brushes come with it, but they're great. And my all-time favorite brush, and I don't have it to show you, is the Angie Hot and Flashy Concealer Brush. I love this brush. I always used to be not great putting concealer on. Like I'd put too much on, it would look cakey. This brush, just the shape of it, it is perfect for mature eyes, and it really can sheer the concealer out. I sometimes even use it to put, like, if I'm doing one eyeshadow look, which I do most of the time, I'll just use that brush just to dab my eyeshadow on. So I use my brushes, for multiple different jobs, and you cannot go wrong with the BK Beauty brushes. I really, truly do love them. So I will link a few of my favorites in both the description box and in the pinned comment. And you don't need a code. They're just supposed to be on sale during Prime Days. If you aren't using an electric toothbrush, you got to get one. I was never really a huge fan of them, didn't understand why I needed one until I bought one, and oh my goodness, I could never go back to a regular toothbrush. Sometimes when I travel, I'll leave my electric toothbrush at home and just take a regular one that the dentist gives me every 6 months when I go, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss my electric one. Your teeth, your mouth will just feel so much cleaner after using an electric toothbrush. And I've had several different ones over the years, but the Philips Sonicare brush, it's magical. And this particular one, I believe it comes with a carrying case and a couple of replaceable heads. You do have to replace your heads every so often. And yeah, do yourself a favor, get an electric toothbrush. You're not going to be sorry. Okay, I said earlier that I have 2 Dyson hair appliances. I have had the supersonic hair dryer for many, many years. I could never ever go back to just a regular hair dryer. I have a lot of hair. It's thick, it's coarse, it's wavy, and it can take forever to get it dry with just a regular hair dryer. Literally, my Dyson, I think my hair is dry in under 5 minutes because I'm not one like to spend hours fussing with my hair. It's been a total game changer. But what I'm really loving is something that I bought months ago and I'm practicing with, and it is the Dyson Airwrap. Now, I don't know if it's going to be on sale during the Prime Day sale, but I found something that is a little more budget friendly that I think would give you a similar finish to your hair. So I used my Dyson Airwrap last night, and how I use it, it has a brush, not compartment, attachment, and it just literally smooths your hair. So if you are not good doing your hair like me, I'm not a hairstylist, I don't know what I'm doing, but I like how I fix my hair. So what I do is I'll use my hair dryer and dry my hair to about 80%. But you could use the Airwrap because it is also a hair dryer, but because I have my hair dryer, I just always keep the smoothing brush on the Airwrap. So dry my hair to 80%, then I go to the Airwrap, and literally probably with less than 90 seconds, I can finish drying my hair and it smooths it out, and I just give it a little twist underneath. And I slept on this last night. I didn't touch it this morning. I just like brushed it, and this is what my hair looks like. There are other attachments. I did get my hair cut shorter for the summertime, but whenever my hair is a little bit longer, and I can use it on my hair now because the one I got, they actually came out with a model for short hair, and it has like little things where I can make like, little twirlies, like ringlets or whatever. So I'm going to play around with it, and I will do a tutorial to show you how it works, like to smooth your hair like this. And, whenever the hot weather's over, I'll maybe try the other thing. But it has been a total game changer because I can never get my hair styled the way the hairstylist does. And I can't get it. Like, I'm just not a hair person. So, I have tried for years with just a round brush trying to stretch the hair, and I just don't have the patience. This has been a game changer. To me, it is worth every cent. So you might want to look at this if you don't want to make the investment on the Airwrap, I think is what they call it. But yeah, like it is amazing. And they do have a Dyson Supersonic hair dryer on sale during Prime Days, but it's showing right now that it's 5% off. So I know it's a lot of money for a hair dryer, but trust me, it's totally worth it. It's a game changer. Sunscreen is so important year round, but especially if you are out this summer in the pool or just outside, period. And the Coppertone Sport Sunscreen Spray of an SPF of 50 is a game changer. I hate wearing sunscreen. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I hate it. I detest it. But because I got a 3rd-degree burn a few years ago when I was in Hawaii, now I don't go outside without sunscreen. And I'm lazy. I just like things to be easy, so I like a spray sunscreen. And they have come a long way because I cannot stand it when you feel sticky or tacky. So the Coppertone one, the Banana Boat, the Ombre, they're all great. You can put them on and they are not sticky whatsoever. And this is a great deal because it comes in a pack of 3. So yeah, pick some up. You need your sunscreen. So now I have some travel items. These binoculars, you need these binoculars. They're so inexpensive, but they are fantastic. I bought these a couple years ago when we went on our Alaska cruise, and they have come on every vacation since. They're perfect. They're just tiny little binoculars that actually fit into the palm of my hand, but they're just as good as, those big binoculars that weigh a ton. So these are great. They can slip in your day bag, in your purse. They're really, really worth the money. And yeah, I think everybody needs these binoculars. And they're on sale for 30% off. I am going to link a few of my Travel-On anti-theft travel purses. These go on every trip with me. And you might even like them for just every day when you live at home, especially if you live in a big city where you're worried about pickpockets and things. They have RFID protection. Well, some of them do. But the thing that I like about them is that the main compartment has like this little lock that you literally lock so nobody can open your purse. They are anti-theft because they are slash proof. They're available in a ton of colors, a ton of styles. And I will link my top 2 favorite because I think I have 4 or 5 now. And they are my go-to travel purses. So now we're going to talk about some fashion. And I like Amazon for dresses. Especially in the summer, my summer months, maybe we get 2, 3, 4 months of nice weather for dresses, and then it's too cool again. And I love a nice wrap dress, and I saw this one, and it's $15. You cannot go wrong. $15 for a dress. A wrap dress is flattering for any body shape. I really like this one, and if it's on sale here, I think I'm going to pick one up for me. And now I have some shoes I want to tell you about. I bought these last summer. They are the brand Cushion Air. Available in tons of different colors, tons of different styles. The one I'm showing you is the style that I have. They're kind of like a Birkenstock type, but without the Birkenstock price. And they truly are comfortable. I do wear them around home. I live in sandals. I go barefoot all summer long. And these type of sandals are right up my alley. You can even use them as house slippers. We don't wear our shoes that we wear outside in our house. We take them off right at the door because, it's gross walking around in your house, the stuff you've walked in outside, lots of gross stuff out there. But yeah, these are great, worth the price, and hopefully they're on sale too. I'm really excited about these loafers, and they better be on sale in Canada because right now, these Vionic women's Uptown loafers, which I have had my eye on for a very long time, are showing they're going to be 38% off. I love Vionic shoes. They're great if you have foot issues, if you have plantar fasciitis, flat feet, sore feet. I don't know if they work for bunions. They probably do because they are known for working for people that have foot issues. And is Vionic a Canadian company? They may be. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that they may be. But these loafers are adorable, and I definitely want at least one pair. They have so many different colors showing here. I don't know if it's just the one color on sale, but yeah, I'm gonna put one or two of these in my cart. Last year, I discovered On shoes. I have two pair. I have this pair that I'm showing you. I have the Cloud 5, so the Cloud 6 is the updated version. I love these blue ones. They're not showing as though they're on sale, but oh my gosh, I might have to buy these shoes. They're like walking on a cloud. You don't even know you have your shoes on your feet, literally. Wear them all the time. Wear them when I'm doing my exercising outside. I've worn them on vacation. I just cannot say enough good things about them. They are literally like walking on a cloud. They're so lightweight. They weigh ounces. You will say to yourself, do I have shoes on? Like, I don't remember putting my shoes on. That's how comfortable they are. So I have these, and I also have the waterproof ones that I will also link below. And I wore those to Paris last year where it rained and it snowed. And I guess we brought the snow with us because they told us they hadn't seen snow in 10 years in November. Well, it snowed. And the only shoes that I had were the ones that I wore on my feet, and they were my On Cloud waterproof ones. My feet were dry the whole time. I walked through puddles. It rained so much. I was getting my feet rained on. My feet stayed dry. I love these shoes. I will caution you. The waterproof ones seem to fit smaller, and I didn't break them in before going on our vacation, and I did end up with blisters. So break your waterproof ones in before you go away. I don't know why I didn't. I guess it was just pressed for time because it was kind of like a last minute trip. But definitely, if you need waterproof shoes, get the waterproof ones. Don't make the mistake of walking, on wet grass with the regular ones, because I did that and they have holes in the sole, like for air circulation. My feet got soaked. I don't read directions. I like to figure things out the hard way, I guess. So just remember that. And this year, I wanted to see what the fuss was about for these Hoka shoes. OMG. I am in love. These shoes are like walking with springs on your feet. Like, they're quite thick, but I don't feel like I'm going to fall over or tip over. Like, I don't notice the height in them. But they're literally like you're walking and it's like you're a rabbit. Like you have springs on your feet. I don't know how else to describe it. It really puts a pep in your step. So I love these. I got them in the pink. They're lots of fun colors. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to have fun with my running shoes. Why do I have to always go with like black or white or whatever? Let's have some fun. Let's, step out of the box and go wild. So love these. I don't know if they're going to be on sale, but I wanted to tell you about them in case they are. I paid full price for mine. I love them. And, if you walk a lot, you might want to look into these because I think nurses swear by them. If you were on your feet all day, They're just so comfortable. So those are my picks for the Amazon Prime days. Like I said, if you see something and it's not showing up as being on sale right now, do what I do. Put it in your cart, forget about it, and then when the 8th of July comes around, check your cart and hopefully it's been marked down. And I think that they maybe release new things every day. Like I said, this is really the first time I've studied it and trying to figure it out, so we're learning here together. But I have an Amazon playlist that I will link. You can go check it out. If you found my video helpful and informative and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. And it would really help me out, and we would love to have you here at Cathy Over 50. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.